Okay, 1591. Good luck. We've not played before. There's no head-to-head score there. 1000 games, so specializing in rapid chess. Stick to the carrot. Okay, do we get the 2 knights? Okay, go c3. I'm just going to develop here. Sorry, d3. I'm actually going to take there, just so I don't run the risk of getting my bishop trapped. Very aggressive line, going with the pawn there. Okay, I'm going to develop the bishop here. I'm expecting the pawn to come forward. I'll probably counter that one. This one might as well. I'll worry about that at the time. I'm just going to try and put the bishop onto g7. Get the knight into play. That knight could jump forward there, but it can go to 2 squares. So I'm going to go here to cover this and then the knight out to challenge this if it comes in. Or maybe queen up first to guard here. We might both end up queenside here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to open this file up in case my opponent goes queenside, and I'm probably going to stay kingside. Knight up here. Oh, that's a pawn. I think that's a mistake. It might be a deliberate move, though. To like rook across, bishop back, knight moves somewhere, and there's a big attack coming. So, oh, mind you, I can move with a check. I'm going to take, because I can go here with a check. So let's check. But say the knight goes back, or the bishop's gone back, so I should be fine to take. I've got queen up as well to develop the queen. I think that makes sense to me. Let's go here. If takes, I'll just take back with a check again. I'm guarding the pawn if doesn't take. Could be a bit of a spicy game, this one. Clearly opponent's going for very attacking opening. I think I'm going to bring the knight here, but I could go knight here to go there, but then I can't deal with this so much. So it's whether I want to do this and this or this and this. I'm actually going to go here, I think. Yeah, I'm probably going to take this bishop. Certainly if my opponent castles, I'll take it, I think. As long as both dark squared bishops are off, it's not so bad castling this side with the pawn pushed, but it's still risky. I could drop the bishop back, but if my opponent's got theirs as well, it's kind of just the same as trading off or similar. Okay, I think I'm going to just take and castle. Right, so now I'm going to try and bring this knight into play. That's a very aggressive move as well, but I think I can just push. I just develop, but I'll take with a knight rather than the pawn to keep my pawns intact of 4 and a 2. Knight comes forward. I could push. I can develop the rooks here with a view to targeting this pawn. Actually, I think I like the idea of this one, but with a view to going here. Knight here is a move as well. Actually, I quite like that move. Knight here is a move as well to hit the bishop. Actually, that could be a good move. Try and get rid of that defending bishop. What's wrong with that? If you drop back, I just take a pawn with check. Otherwise, that defending bishop's going to be coming off. Let's just get the cursor off. Ooh, that's a pawn at least, because there's a discovered check, but that's all it's going to get, isn't it? I think my opponent didn't really pay attention to that. I think they're a bit fortunate. All I can do is win a pawn, but I can go back. So take the pawn and then come back, because that's a check. And now I'll remove the bishop, I think, next move. Okay, it's gone across. So now I will remove the bishop. And I think knight across to remove the knight is a move, but I want to deal with this. If I go here and you come across, it might be a slight problem. I don't want to lose this pawn for free. So I'm going to spend a move rook across to guard it. Now knight across is certainly a move. I'm happy to trade these knights. seems sensible. He's playing really quickly here, playing a bit too quickly. I think the other rook coming across seems sensible. I could even push a pawn actually, because I might develop the queen to a better square. So queen across to pressure these two seems logical. But I could just actually push this pawn up maybe, and then I can free my rook. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and free up this rook this way and keep this here to defend. Queen across to hit the two pawns. That just hits a pawn, but I don't think that's good. So I'm going to come across. Hold on, if I come across and say queen over. No, I don't like the look of that. So I'm going to come in the middle. Just going to pressure these pawns. A pawn, at least that one's with a check. Then we hit another two if we get that. Rooks come forward. So now I think I can just push this pawn up and keep this one guarded. Okay, it's now doubled up, so I think I get this rook into play. Idea to come up just in case this pawn flies down the board. This rook is still defending here, but not really obviously getting into the game yet to attack. But rook can go here as well to hit this pawn, so there are threats coming. Or hopefully. Okay, queen's come across, so I like the look of rook here there, just to chase this queen somewhere. Maybe you go there. Queen here is a move. There's a pawn loose. But I don't want queen here and then blast through. That might be a repetition actually. Take, 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 queen takes, and that's a draw. So I don't want to take this just yet. So maybe queen here. Then you can come here. Although I come back. Yeah, maybe rook here then. And if queen down, I've got queen across. Rook takes, pawn takes. And I'm fine. So I'm going here with a view to queen across. Here, I can go either of these, I think. I just don't want to allow a forced stalemate, a forced draw. So I think I can just go here, offer the queen trade, and I'm still guarding the pawn. And there's no mate threat, I don't think, so I'm going here. So rook takes, I think I can simply take. And if rook takes, I can simply take with the queen, and that's winning. I'll pre-move. Okay, the queen's gone across, but now I think I've got rook here. Sorry, queen here, and then rook here the following move. That's why I put the rook and the queen on the same file. And if queen goes back, I've got rook across. Then we target the pawn. Queen's gone back. Okay, so I'm looking at rook across here. I don't see any reason not to, just hit the pawn. Again, I'm trying to watch out for this sacrifice. Even though it's two pawns guarding, it might actually work at some point. But if we can drive the queen back to get defensive guarding the pawn, I might be able to get this rook somehow into play. Right, the queen has gone there, so now I think I can play rook here and maybe rook here. Right, I'm going here. I'm well down on the clock. I don't want to burn all my clock. I'm looking at coming here. Then any check, any queen on the diagonal, I can hopefully block at some point if I need the king up. Or maybe I can bring the rook back and try and get one of my opponent's rooks off, and then the sacrifice is a lot less dangerous if I can get a rook here. Then the rook sack is a lot less dangerous then. And we are two pawns up. Yeah, maybe I can again try and just advance a pawn. Just be steady. I could have even just left my rook where it was there and just pushed a pawn up a couple of squares. Ooh, that can't be good, surely. That can't be good. I'm looking still at rook here, but it might be better to come back here with a view to pinning. No, I think I might just push the pawn. Just got to watch out for attacks on my rook. I'm just going to push the pawn while I try and figure something out. Oh, that rook's come forward as well. Okay. Well, now I've got rook down, haven't I? Because my queen now covers the rook. If you check, I step up. If you take the pawn, it's not really an issue, I don't think. I just trade. Actually, maybe I'll hold off for one move. Now the rook guard's here, so I'm threatening rook up. The rook's come forward, but now I can still play rook up. If rook takes, I take this one. Check here. I could play king up anywhere, maybe. How on earth do I do this? I could play queen back and go here. I just don't want to burn all this time. I'm just going to go here for now to stop the queen coming this way. Idea to go king forward, or maybe queen here and here, but yeah. The one thing I'm doing here is playing a little slowly. Queen's gone back. So now have I got rook up to pressure? Maybe not. I'm going to come here, so to attack, but idea rook can come across here, and the rook might be able to go here for a triple attack on the pawn. Oh, now I can just take, right? Yeah, rook takes doesn't work, so I can grab the pawn. Oh, that's just losing on the spot. That should just be winning there. If you take, I take with a check. If you take the rook, I take the queen. Rook's gone back. Okay, so we get the win.